Greetings everyone, this is Professor Ankit Singh. So in my previous lecture we were discussing about the 20-year road development plans. We had discussed the first two 20-year road development plans, which were the Nagpur Road Development Plan and the Bombay Road Development Plan. Now we will start with the third 20-year road development plan, that is the Lucknow Road Development Plan. Okay, this was for a period of 20 years starting from 1981 to 2001. According to this road development plan, initially a road classification was set up. Okay, so roads were classified based on three systems, which is primary system, secondary system, and tertiary or rural roads. Okay, under the primary system, expressways and national highways were included. Under the secondary system, state highways and MDR or major district roads were included. And under the tertiary or rural roads, the other district roads, which is ODR and VR or village roads, were included. Now we already know what national highways, state highways, MDR, ODR and VR mean. Okay, so let us try to understand what is meant by expressways. Expressways are a separate class of highways with superior facilities and design standards and are meant as through traffic routes having very high volume of traffic. Okay, so basically what expressways are they may be either national highways or state highways, but what we do is for some specified routes where there is high traffic flow, we convert these national highways or state highways into expressways by providing some extra facilities. Now let us look at what these extra facilities are. Okay, the expressways are to be provided with divided carriageways, controlled access, grade separators at crossroads, and fencing. These highways should permit only fast moving vehicles. Expressways may be owned by either the central government or state government, depending on whether the route is a NH or SH. Okay, so now let us look at the features of the third 20-year road development plan, that is the Lucknow Road Development Plan. It aimed at constructing a road length of 12 lakh kilometers by the year 2001, resulting in a road density of 82 km per 100 square kilometer of area. So per every 100 square kilometer of area, there should be a road network of minimum 82 kilometers. It aims at improving the transportation facilities in villages, towns, etc., such that no part of the country is farther than 50 km from NH. Okay, so there should be no area which is at a distance of more than 50 kilometers from any existing NH. Okay, one of the goals contained in the plan was that expressways should be constructed on major traffic corridors to provide speedy travel. Energy conservation, environmental quality of roads, and road safety measures were also given due importance in this plan. Okay, so these were the three 20-year road development plans. Let us now move ahead to classification of urban roads. Okay, the classifications of roads that we had listed earlier, which was NH, SH, MDR, ODR, and VR, these were for rural roads. Okay, now we will see the classifications of urban roads or city roads. Okay, basically we divide the urban roads into four categories: arterial roads, sub-arterial roads, collector roads, and local streets. Okay, so arterials and sub-arterials are like NH and SH. Okay, so they are through roads which move throughout the city and even out of the city. Okay, so they do not end inside the city. Okay, arterials and subarterials are streets primarily for through traffic on a continuous route, but the subarterials have a lower level traffic mobility than the arterials. So the traffic carrying capacity of subarterials is less in comparison with the arterials. Okay, so next, collector streets and the local streets. What are the local streets? They are the streets or roads which provide access to the abutting property or the roads which connect our homes. Okay, so this is the smallest class of road. Okay, now this local streets will join the collector streets, which in turn will join the arterials and subarterials. Okay, so collector streets provide access to arterial streets and they collect and distribute traffic from and to local streets, which provide access to abutting property. Next topic is road patterns. Okay, so whenever we are looking to develop an area, we plan the road network accordingly. So there are a few types of road patterns that we use. Okay, we will discuss them now. The first type of pattern is rectangular or block pattern. Second is radial or star and block pattern. Radial or star and circular pattern. Radial or star and grid pattern, and hexagonal pattern. Okay, so let us look at them in the diagram. Now this one, first one is the rectangular or block pattern. Okay, here you can see there is a central area which is known as central business district, or here termed as central business area, and around this the road network is formed, and all the buildings or built up area is in the form of blocks or rectangles. Okay, so this is the first type of road pattern, which is rectangular or block pattern. The second type is radial or star and block pattern. Okay, in the radial or star pattern, the roads radiate from the center. Okay, so here you can see the roads are going outwards from the center. And block pattern, so the buildings will be in the shape of rectangles or block. The third type is radial or star and circular pattern. Okay, so radial and star means the same. There would be roads radiating from the center, and the buildings or the built up area here would be in a circular pattern. So here you can see these are not rectangular in shape but in circular shapes. Radial or star and grid pattern. Okay, here the roads would be radiating from the center and the buildings would be in the shape of grids. Okay, these are not rectangular but these are grids. And the fifth one is hexagonal pattern. Here the built up area or the buildings would be not exactly the buildings, the built up area would be in hexagonal shapes. Okay, and the roads which are connecting these areas would be like the circumference of a hexagon. Okay, so these are the different type of road patterns that we use during town planning or road network planning. The next topic to be discussed is planning surveys. We will discuss this in the next lecture.